Greetings, welcome to another episode of Man Cave Meals. Today we're going to have a little bit of a walk around video of the Big Joe Kamado, and we're going to compare it and its features with the Kamado Joe Classic. So let's get started. First of all, our Big Joe grill is basically identical to the Classic, with the exception of the size, and I'm going to show you some size comparisons. The outside features are all the same. We have our top vent, our dome lid with the thermometer, our side tables, the cart that it rests on. Everything's larger, but outside, with one exception that we're getting ready to look at, these grills are feature-wise the same. So let's have a look at the outside difference we have on the back. On the outside of the Big Joe, we have a much beefier lid hinge. The lid on the Big Joe is a good bit heavier than the Classic, obviously, because it's a much larger grill, and there's a lot bigger, heavier duty hinged lid here, and it's easy enough to manipulate from the front. The lid is a little heavier. It may possibly take two hands to open this lid in some cases, but this hinged lid is spring assisted, so it makes life a good bit easier there when you're ready to lift that lid. Inside the Big Joe, we have the same setup. We have our cast iron firebox grate for the charcoal. We have our fire box itself, the heavy ceramic, and also the large fire ring. And we have another really heavy duty stainless steel grill that sits right on top here, right inside, and it's very heavy duty, just like the model that goes with the Classic. And it also has the spring, or not the spring, but the hinged lid for access to the firebox while you're grilling. One of my favorite features of the Big Joe here is the ceramic firebox divider. This piece fits right in, and since this is a larger 24-inch diameter grill, this allows you to have a couple of things going on here. If you're only doing a small cook and not cooking a lot of things at once, this divider allows you to put charcoal on one side of the Kamado only and cook over a smaller area. And that also gives you the ability to have a direct heat and indirect heat zone going at the same time. And this guy just lifts in and out of here. It fits in there are some notches on both sides of the firebox, and also on the bottom there's a tab here that fits right down in the center hole on the charcoal grate to hold that guy in place. Gives you a really nice setup for dual zone cooking or for smaller grilling projects. The Big Joe also has an accessory available, just like the Classic, for indirect heat setup. The difference between these two is the heat diffuser. The ceramic heat diffuser is split into two pieces, where you can remove one and have a two-zone cooking setup just like that. You can have it full or half, and also these pieces can be elevated to sit up higher if you'd like them to sit on the top rack. And then the grill just sits right on top here, where you have a really nice two-zone setup. You can have hot cooking going on here and indirect heat cooking going on here. So that basically sums up the difference between these two grills. So now I want to give you a little idea visually of how much larger the Big Joe is than the Classic. Okay, here we have a view of the entire grill surface of the Big Joe, and I'm going to set the Kamado Joe Classic grill right on the middle on top there, so you can get an idea there of just how much larger the Big Joe is when it comes to cooking surface. It's a good bit larger. We have 18-inch diameter on the Classic grill and a 24-inch diameter on the Big Joe, so it really does make a big difference in your total cooking area. You can throw a lot of food on this grill. So that's about the end of the walk around here in comparison of these two grills. There's not a lot else to compare between the two other than the size. Everything else feature wise is the same, so if you want to get a good idea of the actual features of the grill itself, you can watch the video here on the walk around of the Kamado Joe Classic. But like I said, today I just wanted to show you the Big Joe, show you how much bigger it is, and show you the differences in features with the lid hinge, the firebox divider, and the optional accessory heat deflector setup, because those are some beautiful differences. So that's going to wrap this up, and this weekend we're going to put a big old brisket on the Big Joe and cook a little and see how she goes. So until next time, Man Cave Meals.